The fifth thing that we're told to think on is a unique word in the New Testament because this is the only spot it's used, and that's the word lovely. While the word lovely is not found anywhere else in the New Testament, there is a part of it that is. The word love. Specifically in this case, the one phileo. Phileo is a type of affectionate caring, and the proper translation of it, or the most proper that I could find, was worth personal affection or worth the effort to have and embrace. In Psalm 119:11, David writes, "Thy word have I hid in my heart, that I might not sin against you." The word hid is more accurately treasured. So, we could more accurately translate this as, "Thy word have I treasured in my heart, that I may not sin against you." God's word was worth David's personal affection. The other part of the word lovely is the part that says toward. So when you have lovely, it is toward personal affection. It is toward that worth. Literally, at least. The Greeks used prosphiles, the full word for lovely, outside of the New Testament, and they used it to describe, according to the Greek scholar John Eadie, signifying what is dear to anyone or has in it such quality as engages affection. Lots of words there. So another commentator who I could not identify specifically said it first, summed it up as, that which calls forth love. Thus, the Christian's mind is to be set on things that elicit from others admiration and affection. When we gossip, backstab, curse, steal, beat people up, do these things draw affection from people? No. They push people away. We are not to push people away from God, but to think and act in ways that make them want to know more about God. Draw them in with good acts. You have a person who's doing something wrong that's against what the Bible teaches. Don't hate them for it. Curse them for it. Beat them up. Have violent tendencies toward them. Berate them. You show them what is correct, and you do it in a kind way. Because if you come in gossiping, backstabbing them, if you're cursing them, if you're beating them up, going, "You need to fix it," and you're hitting them over the head with the Bible at the same time, they ain't listening to you. They will not listen to you. Because you are acting in a manner that is not lovely. You are not giving anything that is going to make them feel that, hey, I need to know this God character better. I need to know this person. Look at the love he has for me. Even though I'm doing something that he says wrong, he still loves me. How can that be? Most people, if I did something to offend them, they'd hate me. If I killed your mother, you'd be mad at me. You would hate my guts. God would say, I still love you. I still love you. Humans can't give that kind of love. What kind of person is this God person for that can still love me even though I'm going against everything that he's saying? How do you draw that person? How do you give them that loveliness? How do you get them to feel for it? It's not by that kind of action. 2 Peter gives us a good list of things that can help draw people to God. Verses 5 through 7 says, "Add to your faith virtue, and to virtue knowledge, and to knowledge temperance, and to temperance patience, and to patience godliness, and to godliness brotherly kindness, and to brotherly kindness charity." And further down in the second half of verse 10 it continues, "If ye do these things, you shall never," and the next word could be translated as fall, offend, or be a stumbling block. If you add those things, if you follow those things in 2 Peter 5 through 7, you will not push people away. You will not be somebody that shows people what God is not. You will show them what God is. And if they go away from that, it is because of that willful blindness. They do not want to know. Men loved darkness rather than light, is how the Bible puts it. The light came into the world, and the world knew him not. So do not be a stumbling block to others who would come to know Christ by our thoughts and our actions. Think on what would call forth love from others and what will draw them towards the love and affection that Christ has for them.